afternoon baseball on tap from Comerica Park. It's the Blue Jays and the Tigers. Next. Just over the river from Windsor, Ontario, we're in downtown Detroit at lovely Comerica Park. Independence Day action as we've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Central leading Detroit Tigers. Matt Vasgersian with you for another edition of Tigers Baseball here on the show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's bring in a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Blue Jays, as their order will read like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, there you see the numbers for one of the very best starters in the game, all-star right-hander Justin Verlander. Dalton Pompey will head for the box as we are just about ready to get things going today.
Good afternoon for Toronto. Center fielder, Dalton Pompey.
It's back to even at 2-2.
That's a really good 12-6 curveball there. And he'll throw that on any count, even when he's behind, because he has such confidence in that pitch.
So Verlander takes care of the leadoff man here, and with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers now. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. Behind him defensively, the Blue Jays take the field like so. Josh Donaldson will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Here now the 2-2. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Cespedes is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Yoenis Cespedes get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Part 2.
Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Castellanos will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. First pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you up.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Cespedes will get the green light around third. And the run will score as the Tigers are off to a 1-0 lead.
Well, I got to tell you,
I leave for good measure as the inning is over. Russell Martin stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number.
Guys are in it for the long haul.
Steve Tollison will get his first opportunity. 3 and 2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free ride. You got to make these guys earn it. Well, that's how you neutralize a leadoff walk. Settles down, gets his focus back, and delivers back-to-back strikeouts.
In now, Anthony goes. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball.
First pitch to him. He's running towards second. Not in time as he steals second.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
They're 0-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Yoenis set first pitch coming. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon. 1 left for Detroit, but they lead it 1-0.
Leading off for the Blue Jays,
Josh Donaldson will make his way towards the box to, and now a pitch on the way. Now a ball rolled slowly down the third baseline, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as of this moment, they're currently tied for 2nd in that department. Yonder Navarro will stand in. He grounds no hits and no errors in the game for Toronto. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and that's knocked down. But he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see, but it's going to finally get him into that hit column. And at this
point, the knees, but it's 1-2. He's set, now the pitch. And Martin swings and misses that time on a good pitch, and he's gone on strikes for route number 2. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Anthony Goes will stand in. The strikeout victim is first. Here's the first offering. And he goes down and lines this one into left field, a base hit.
Sometimes when
Steve Tollison will come in now to start things out here in their now. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
The side. Miguel Cabrera will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And now a bobble, and he's not going to have a play.
Well, let me tell you, when you're on a losing streak, this is an out. But when you're
ends the inning. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. Jose Bautista will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying run's aboard and gone. Josh Donaldson will Try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out.
On the middle of the plate. Nowhere near the target. And this is not the guy you want to start missing your location.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Well, Yoenis Cespedes will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Right fielder.
Now here's the first pitch. Hit hard to third. And oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Todd Redmond will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7.
Number 58, Todd Redmond.
Nick Castellanos will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He waits, now the pitch. Hard hit towards center. And that's in there, base hit. The relay, too late, and he's safe at third.
This is one of the first times this afternoon that they've been able to mount any sort of resistance out there. Runners are on the corners now with one away, so this is a good chance to really do some damage.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Comes set, now the pitch. Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? One there. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Shutout intact. Get a look at his line so far. Shutout intact. Get a look at his line so far. Through 7.
Swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Colt Hines is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Colt Hines.
Number 1. Ian Kinsler will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Ian Kinsler.
Now the pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. Oh, he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Dalton Pompey will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll
For all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2 to 3 putout for out number 1.
And he just continues to roll right along. He's working on a 3-hit shutout this late in the ballgame.
Devin Pappas will stand in, needing to do.
Anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift. He's fast approaching it here.
Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Side, but went around for strike 1.
And you got to think that guy right there is hoping he's going to get one final opportunity. They'll need a 2-out base runner for him to get any shot.
And that's going to do it. Catch is made, and the Tigers make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
shutout victory.
So there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shot.
So that just about does it. For DK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vaskernian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Tigers win it 2-0. So long from Motown.